Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones coming right back at you. Pro wrestling related topic video. Just got through watching Elimination Chamber 2017, and the pay-per-view overall, I would say, with the exception of the Elimination Chamber, I would say that the rest of the show wasn't that good. I repeat, it wasn't that good. It just felt like a very average SmackDown, to be honest with you. And everything on this card, I would say, except for the Elimination Chamber match, I would say everything is pretty much forgetful. So it felt very forgetful, to be honest with you. And I wasn't really excited for the pay-per-view. I just wanted to see the Elimination Chamber. And any other match except for the Elimination Chamber, I would just say everything was just like okay. Randy Orton versus Luke Harper was probably the best match outside of the Elimination Chamber match, but at the same time, I would, in my opinion, I would definitely say pretty forgetful and nothing to really be bragging about. So I'm not going to talk about too much time about everything else. Just know that all those other matches, nothing really happened that was too big for us to really be talking about. The main topic of the Elimination Chamber will be definitely the Elimination Chamber match. Everything else was pretty much forgetful. We had a new world champion, a new women's champion, my girl Naomi. Yes, Naomi, she beat Alexis Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Natalya Neidhart and Nikki Bella or Brie Bella, whichever Bella that it is. They went out there, and I liked their build up for the match, but as far as, like I said, like the overall match itself, like everything was pretty much forgetful, not really worth talking about. So I don't want to spend too much time on any of those other matches. They all was pretty much forgetful. Like it really was not even worth it. But let's talk about the Elimination Chamber match. The match that is definitely worth talking about. I had predicted that Bray Wyatt would win the Elimination Chamber and be the new WWE Champion. And this match, it wasn't the best Elimination Chamber match, definitely. It definitely was nowhere near the worst. The fans were chanting, "This is awesome," but I never really felt like it ever got on that level for them to be chanting, "This match is awesome." That's just my opinion overall, but it was definitely a pretty entertaining Elimination Chamber. Bray Wyatt goes out there and he wins the WWE Championship for the first time. As I predicted, Bray Wyatt is the new WWE Champion. So we got a fresh new champion, a guy who's never ever been a champion before, Bray Wyatt. Now, one thing I did definitely notice about the Elimination Chamber is that they changed the look of it. So the look of the Elimination Chamber was definitely different. They added more padding to the metal ground, and which I understand why. You got WrestleMania coming up pretty soon. You can't have guys getting injured by getting like choke slammed or power bomb on the chamber like that. So they added more padding to the ground of the chamber outside of the ring. And guys were taking bumps. Definitely AJ Styles definitely took a couple of bumps, and some amazing clotheslines too also as well. Cena took a big bump. He falls off the top of the cage. Well, not off the top of the cage, but off the side of the cage. Him and AJ Styles were brawling off of the side of the cage after they had climbed it. And Cena falls down like a ton of bricks, like Humpty Dumpty. And Baron Corbin went out there and he was the first guy eliminated. But Baron Corbin looked good. Like, I like Baron Corbin. I'm slowly becoming a bigger fan of Baron Corbin. He reminds me of Test a little bit. And if they could slowly build Baron Corbin, I can see him as a big player, at least by next year's WrestleMania. They just got to slowly build him and keep building him up to be, a future star. But he was the first guy to get eliminated, and even when he got eliminated, he didn't go out like a punk, though. He continued to assault Dean Ambrose after Dean Ambrose was able to come behind him and roll him up for a pin. He threw Dean Ambrose through the window of the pod and slammed his head against the cage. And, once that happened, he was hurt. So Dean Ambrose was already hurt, and The Miz took advantage of that and pins Dean Ambrose. And The Miz at one point was also looking like a beast too. He was taking guys out pretty much dominantly. But at some point he slips up and he gets hit with the attitude adjustment. I believe it was by John Cena, who did definitely eliminate the Miz. And then who got eliminated next after that? I believe it was Cena, actually. Yeah, it was John Cena. John Cena. I was so glad that John Cena got eliminated because I don't want to see another John Cena title run. 16 is enough, and I don't want to see another Cena run. Period. I really just don't. So I was glad that John Cena got eliminated. It was AJ Styles. AJ Styles eliminates Cena, and of course AJ Styles and Bray Wyatt is left. So who gets eliminated? Well, obviously AJ Styles, because I said earlier, Bray Wyatt is the new WWE champion. So I am so glad that Bray Wyatt won the WWE championship. It's good to see a guy come up from nothing, because I remember when Bray Wyatt was Husky Harris. A lot of people probably don't even remember Husky Harris. He was in NXT, didn't do anything, wasn't worth anything, didn't impress me. But when he came back with this character as Bray Wyatt, that's where he became cool and noticeable and considered to be a guy who can be really like one of the future stars of the WWE. So I'm glad that Bray Wyatt definitely won. There was nothing else on this pay-per-view that was worth really talking about. I'm sorry, like I just don't want to talk about it. It wasn't worth anything. It really wasn't. But this is Warzone Jones. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuce.